Hey, faithful viewer, it is me, Regina Nunley, better known as the Preacher Kid Sensation, PK. Sensation for short. If you follow me on Instagram, this is my Monday motivation. And if you saw my flyer, turn thoughts into things. So, they say that necessity is the mother of invention. Never understood that until, when I was younger, I heard that necessity is the mother of invention. Meaning that if there's a need and someone can solve or resolve this need, okay, the resolution is the invention, okay? First starts off as an idea, and then, of course, they take action to get it done. So that's why we have the stuff that we do now, because the whole goal is to make people's lives easier or to make work easier, okay? So you can imagine when they invented the iron, all right? When the iron was invented by a black person, was used to straighten out clothes and everything. And then it went from being put on the stove to being electronic. Somebody said, okay, we got to make this easier, right, to iron clothes, okay? What about, just our technology, automobiles? They're called cars, which is short for carriage. But cars are used, of course, to get around. Before that, it was horse and carriage and buggy was horses and all this kind of stuff, chariots and people walking. So things were done to make your life more simple. Those thoughts became things, all right? And so same way with us. Your life right now is much more simpler and easier because somebody thought of something, and that thing that they thought about became reality. For instance, the remote control. You remember when you said to get up and have to change the channel, right? Or some of you parents would call your kids from the other side of the house and say, hey, can you come in here and change the channel? Then they created the remote control. Now, the only problem is now someone has to create a way to be able to find the remote when you lose it. You know how it happens. You be sitting there, where's my remote control? You walking around here trying to do something with the remote control, and you walking right past the TV and thinking, okay, where are the knobs for the TV? All of these things because the thoughts that people have, the things that they have in their mind, those thoughts become things, became reality. So this is what I encourage you. You have ideas and thoughts, and you probably have sat on them. And I hate to say this, but I do foresee another wave coming. And I think this is the time that people really need to start thinking outside the box. Okay? Because I just recently found out I tested positive for COVID. I'm going to be home for 10 days. Quarantine. Okay? And just found out. And so 10 days, I'm going to be away from home. Okay? Away from work. And had plans this week, not happening. But one of my business partners, she said, Regina, get on with the trading. So now you can trade now. And so I'm going to be trading, but I can still make money. Why? Because there's another way of doing things. Thoughts become things. You know what I'm saying? So even if you're stuck at home, there's still a way to still make money. Someone brought that idea up, but not everybody gonna run with it because we're very traditional minded. Either way, things are done, thoughts are done, or things are made to make our life easier, to make us more convenient. All right. You have ideas that can make a difference in someone's life, but you're sitting on it. You have thoughts that run through your head that make something better, but because you're busy with being a wife, you're busy with being a husband, you're busy being a parent, you're busy working for other people, making them rich, so busy running around helping everybody else. But when it comes to you, you put yourself on the back burner. That's a choice. I come to tell you, don't do that. You have thoughts and ideas that can make a difference in your life. All right? But you're leaving it up to chance. You're leaving it up to I did a talk called Hope is Not a Strategy. You hoping for things to happen. Well, you know what? You need to have a strategy. And God gave you the strategy. He gave you the vision. He gave it to you. Write it down. All right? Make it plain. Keep, having something in front of you. And don't ignore it. Like when you, like the example I made about when when a person loses a remote control and they running around trying to find a remote control, but they keep passing by the TV. You're like, by that point, you just went and just did your little thing with the TV and then go look for the remote control. We become so convenient. We become so comfortable. And I think that's why a lot of people don't make a move, because they're comfortable. If you're comfortable where you are, you're never going to change. If you're comfortable where you are, nothing's going to happen. So it's going to get uncomfortable. And until we get that in our head, that you need to do a little bit more, you're going to stay right where you are. So whatever thoughts you have, they can become things to help somebody, things to make things a little, to make stuff more easier, or at least help relieve pain, to make things a little bit less complex, because you have that idea and you're afraid to share it because you're afraid somebody's gonna run off with it. Or you don't think you're good enough because you don't have that. That's why you get expertise. That this downtime, I'll be working on some things and, expertising some stuff. So don't let the ideas you have go to waste. They say the graveyard is the richest place in the world because so many ideas, so many dreams went into the grave that could have been so much for people. So don't despise what you have. Don't devalue what you have. If you have an idea for an invention, if you have an idea for a talk, if you have an idea of a workshop, if you have an idea of a book, you have an idea for lessons, if you have an idea for the community, if you have something, let that idea, that thought become a thing and help somebody. And then the very thing that you've been asking for and wanting is on the other side of that idea. It's on the other side of that thought. Think about it. You've been stirred up. People have been reminding you. And you've ignored it. Because you're letting what's going on now distract you from making that move. Well, I don't know how to. Well, then talk to somebody who does. Find somebody who can. There's plenty of people running around here. Get on Google. You go a lot of places and find out how do you do this and how do you do that and how do you do this and that. Go on YouTube University and find out. Talk to somebody. If you don't, I'm a resource. Talk to me. Ask me, well, Regina, do you know somebody this? Because people love to call me about the legal stuff, but they don't think I know anything else. Financial stuff, travel, financial literacy, anything dealing with books, anything dealing with promotion, anything dealing with marketing. Guess what? I know a little bit more. There's more to me, the good looks and the smile. So don't sit on it, because the very thing that you sit on it, remember Happy Days, sit on it. The very thing you sitting on might be the very thing that gets you out of debt. Might be the very thing that's going to give you the time freedom. Then maybe to give you the money freedom. The freedom that you're wanting and looking for. The very thing. And if somebody runs and takes your idea and do better with it, guess what? They deserved it. You didn't. So let's get to work. Let's be like Nike and just do it. All right? So this is Regina, not only better known as the Preacher Kid Sensation, PK. Sensation for short. If you follow me on Instagram, The Mental Wealth Builder, I believe in bringing educational value to the marketplace because I'm allergic to ignorance. And yes, that will be on the t-shirt very soon. So take care. And I'm doing fine. Keep me prayed up. I'm doing well. All I got to say is vaccination, all right, is one part of it. You still got to do your part. Mask up, you know, make sure you sanitizing, build up your immune system. Do not let your guard down, okay? Take care of yourself and each other. Love you guys. Bye.